Hi everyone, welcome to Ading Podcast. I'm Ading. Do you think you got enough sleep this past week? Can you remember the last time you woke up without an alarm, feeling fully rested, and not needing a hit of caffeine to get going? If the answer to either question is no, you are not alone. In fact, many people are not getting the recommended 7 to 9 hours of sleep a night. We all know that sleep is important, but most of us don't treat it like it is. We cut down on it to work, to study, to watch Netflix, or just to scroll on our phones. And sometimes we even feel proud about getting by on just a few hours of sleep. But what if I told you that lack of sleep is slowly harming your body, your brain, your emotions, and even your future? The book we are exploring today is Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, who was a professor of psychiatry at Harvard Medical School, and he is now a professor of neuroscience and psychology at the University of California, Berkeley. In this book, he explains the science of sleep in a way that's powerful and easy to understand. If you have ever stayed up late to finish work, or pulled on all-nighter to study, or thought sleep was something you could catch up on later, this episode is for you. Let's begin. Have you ever wondered why do we sleep at all? From an evolutionary point of view, sleep makes us vulnerable. For hours every night, we are unconscious, unaware, and unproductive. And yet, nature has preserved sleep across every species ever studied. That tells us something important. Sleep must serve an absolutely vital function. According to Walker, sleep is not optional. It's not a luxury. It's a biological necessity, just like food or water. Sleep affects nearly every system in the body. Your brain uses sleep to consolidate memories, learn new things, and flush out toxins. Your immune system uses sleep to regenerate your defenses. Your emotions are stabilized through sleep, especially during the dream state. Your hormones, appetite, and even reproductive health are all tuned up by your sleep quality. Sleep is like nature's version of daily maintenance. You can skip a night here and there, but over time, losing sleep adds up, and the damage becomes real. Let's break down how sleep actually works. Every night, when you go to bed, your brain goes through a cycle, about 90 minutes long, again and again. There are two types of eye movement. The first one is NREM, non-rapid eye movement. This is your deep, slow wave sleep. It clears out useless memories and strengthens important ones. The second one is REM, rapid eye movement, or dreaming sleep. This is when your brain becomes very active. Emotions are processed, creativity emerges, and connections are formed. Over the night, the ratio of NREM to REM shifts. Early sleep is deeper and more NREM heavy, while the later hours, especially in the early morning, are dominated by REM. This is why waking up too early deprives you of dream sleep, and why cutting your sleep short can seriously affect your emotional and creative processing. Also, there are two key systems regulate sleep: circadian rhythm, your internal body clock, aligned with light and darkness; sleep pressure, a chemical buildup of adenosine throughout the day, which makes you sleepy. Caffeine can mask this signal but doesn't remove it. Ignoring either system, for example, by drinking coffee late at night or staying on screens past midnight, disrupts your sleep architecture. Here's where things get serious. Walker devotes a large portion of the book to the harm of sleep deprivation, and the science is shocking. Memory declines. With just one night of 4 to 5 hours sleep, the brain's learning ability drops by 40%. Cancer risk rises. Even mild sleep loss suppresses your immune cells, particularly the natural killer cells that destroy cancerous cells. heart disease, and emotional reactivity. Without enough sleep, the brain's amygdala, your fear and aggression center, becomes hyperactive. And that's not even the full list. Walker shows that driving while drowsy can be more dangerous than driving drunk. In fact, some of the worst disasters in history had links to human error due to sleep deprivation. If you don't sleep enough, everything else suffers. Your brain, your body, your relationships, your work, all of it. Sleep deprived people make more mistakes at work, having slower reactions, and are more likely to crash their car. The shorter your sleep, the shorter your life. Now, most of us drink coffee or tea to feel more awake. And it works, right? But have you ever asked yourself how it works? Caffeine doesn't actually give you energy. What it really does is block a sleep signal in your brain, a chemical called adenosine. This chemical builds up naturally the longer you stay awake, and it tells your brain, hey, it's time to slow down and get sleepy. When you drink caffeine, it sits in the same receptor spot where adenosine is supposed to go. So now, your brain can't detect that you are tired. You just feel more alert. But here's the trick. Adenosine keeps building up in the background, and once the caffeine wears off, it all comes flooding back. That's the caffeine crash. The problem gets worse when you drink caffeine in the afternoon or evening. Even if you fall asleep, the caffeine still lingers in your body. It reduces your deep sleep and REM sleep, even if you don't realize it. Your sleep becomes more shallow and fragmented, which means you wake up the next day feeling still tired. So what do? You reach for more caffeine, and the cycle continues. Walker explained that the half-life of caffeine, the time it takes your body to clear half of it, is about 5 to 7 hours. That means that if you have a cup of coffee at 3 p.m., about half of that caffeine is still in your system at 9 or 10 p.m. And for some people, caffeine lasts even longer. So even if you can fall asleep just fine after coffee, the sleep you're getting is lower quality, less deep, less restorative, less healing. Your brain and body don't get to fully recharge. How about drinking alcohol before bed? Same problem. Now you may be thinking, but alcohol helps me to fall asleep faster. But it is not real and healthy sleep. Alcohol is a sedative, which means it knocks out the brain's activity. It's more like artificial unconsciousness than real sleep. You might fall asleep faster after drinking, but what you are getting isn't real restorative sleep. Alcohol also fragments your sleep, meaning you keep waking up even if you don't remember it. It also blocks REM sleep, which is the dreaming stage. Your brain needs to process emotions and boost creativity. So yes, you might pass out quickly after drinking, but your sleep will be lighter, more disturbed, and far less refreshing. It's like charging your phone but unplugging it every 10 minutes. If you want good sleep, avoid alcohol at least a few hours before bedtime. Now we understand how critical sleep is. The question becomes, how can we improve our sleep? Here are 12 rules for healthy sleep. Stick to a constant sleep schedule, even on weekends. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. Avoid alcohol before bed. Don't eat too late. Exercise regularly. Minimize screen time before bed. Dim the lights in the evening. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Use your bed only for sleep. Avoid long naps after 3 p.m. Get morning sunlight exposure. Don't lie in bed when you're awake. If you can't sleep, get up and do something calming. One of the most beautiful sections of Why We Sleep is the role of dreaming. During dreams, your brain processes different emotions, softens painful memories, boosts creativity and problem solving, and helps you understand social situations better. Walker calls REM an overnight therapy. It's your brain's way of healing your mind, like a free counseling session every night. Dreaming also enhances creativity. Famous ideas from the structure of DNA to famous songs were inspired by dreams. During REM, your brain makes wide connections, unlocking insights that logic alone can't reach. If you're stuck on a problem, sleep on it. It's real science. Most of us have sacrificed sleep for work, study, late night scrolling. But what this book teaches us is clear. If you want to think better, feel better, look better, live longer, you have to sleep better. Sleep is not time wasted, it is time well invested. If you care about your health, your brain, your emotions, your relationships, sleep should be your top priority. You don't need expensive supplements or extreme routines. You need consistency, respect for your body, and a quiet space to let yourself rest. Tonight, when you get into bed, remember this. You're not being lazy. You are letting your body and mind recover, grow, and reset. So, switch off the lights, put down the phones, let your mind slow down, and give yourself the gift of a full night's sleep. Until next time, rest well, dream deeply, and live fully. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for staying with me. If you learned something today, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs a better night's sleep. I'm Ading, and I'll see you in the next book sharing.